What a Jaffa to finish the over.
Over.
Good lord. For a second, I thought we weren't live, but I was checking out that. 3 overs done. That's 16 for no loss, and that's one way to finish a over. Akash Deep to pen Duckett. What an innings it's been from the Indian team. We are live finally. We were just waiting for the over to get over, and so that then we would then come and
Be live.
be live.
But for who's just joined in, it's been a banger of a day for India. They'd love to pick up a couple of wickets here, but that's
True.
where we're at. Obviously, we will have a post match and everything. But for people who are joining in, Vignesh, what's up? Shrikant, what's up?
Hey Shrikant, hey Vignesh.
Divyansh, what's up? Late OP. Yeah, Divyansh, I feel like every time whenever I read your comment, it is always late OP. But it is what it is, lads. Washi, my boy, absolutely cooked. Yeah, Shriram, he did. What a belter of an innings.
Yeah, that's true. We will talk about this in the post. Couple of observation already to be made is that having a deep point to Zach Crawley cutting off that boundary hasn't really helped. I mean, he's got that one boundary away anyways. And Mohammad Siraj hasn't taken the new ball, which is quite a surprise to us. I think Siraj should have started off with the new ball, but him not doing that, yeah, is a surprise to me. But here we are.
Arvind says, guys, waiting for your Washi apology letter. Arvind, I don't think we have anything to apologize for because we didn't say he's not going to bat well. We just said he's not going to bat at number 3.
Yeah.
So, if anything, I was scrolling through our old videos today and I remember we made a video talking about if Washington Sundar needs a PR team.
Yeah, that's
If
true.
you remember. So, we've been watching for this man for a while. Nice to see him come good.
Oh, Com saying he might have some niggle. Good lord, if he has a niggle, we
no.
have big problems ahead. No wonder. Yeah, Shrikant, Prasidh Krishna it is. It's a very interesting start to Prasidh Krishna's over because him with the new ball doesn't give me any confidence, and that's exactly what happened in the first over, leaking a lot of runs in the first over from the get go.
Mm.
So, yeah, I mean, let's see. There isn't the biggest of seam and swing for Prasidh as of yet. Akashdeep has been bowling well.
See, this is still okay. Like, if Prasid's going to pitch it up, swing it a bit, and then if he's being driven on the up, that's still fine. Because then at least you're in creating a chance to get an edge or something on those lines. But
Yeah,
and
that's true.
especially now that Gill has started off already with protection on the boundaries,
Yeah.
I think that's a line that's a length he can pursue.
I think it's to Duckett that he needs to be a little more careful. Straying down the leg side in the first over was, I don't know. It's not how you start off. It's not the international standard. Siraj is on the field.
Yeah.
So if he is on the field, I'm hoping that he's also able to bowl. Akash Deep has started well. He's bowled a couple of Jaffas already, couple of unplayable deliveries. Yeah, that's good enough.
More of that. Just
Yeah.
around that good length mark. Get the batter in a position where they're mostly playing from their crease. I think. Anyways, Duckett is more of a hand-eye player. But yeah, Crawley just buttering up Kumar Dharamsena.
Target of 374
Yeah.
is a good enough target. But this test match is moving at a high pace. It's the fastest moving test match in terms of pace. It's only day 3, and we already have the 4th innings of the test match going on. So England have batted. Oh no, they haven't batted on all 3. India have batted. England
all
have
3 days.
bowled on all 3 days. If anything.
Is that
Good
straight
lord,
up?
what a shot.
Oh,
What a useless shot.
damn. Why do we not have mid off?
You have a
I don't mind that. Actually.
I mean, you have a wide mid off. You
Wide-ish
don't have
mid-off,
a
yeah.
conventional mid off. Who's in the driving seat right now? England love chasing, but this target is quite high, and Indian paces delivered last innings. I think India is in the driving seat. A
Yeah.
couple of wickets here would just seal that deal.
Plus, you guys need to know that at this particular ground, this is a really high score because the highest successful chase has been what,
In the
253?
last 100 years.
Yeah, exactly. So there's something. I mean, however drastically different the conditions might be, I don't think it's going to be an easy
This is
win.
what's bothering me with Prasidh Krishna. He either gets his length wrong or he gets his line wrong, and it's something we will also talk about post match. But he can't be doing this. 2 overs for 17 runs is not okay, especially when you have a deep point.
Yeah,
When you
true.
have boundary fielders, you can't be giving away boundaries like this. Say whatever 200 plus target is only changed only once at Oval this decade. If you don't defend 374, we deserve to lose the match. Oh yeah, I mean,
Exactly. Yeah, can't agree. We need to take our catches. I think Anirudh, yeah, that is a really good point. England dropped a bunch. I don't think I've seen England drop so many together in a single inning. So That is something that India will have to watch out for. Catches do win matches. And lads, whoever's just joining in and whoever's joining in for the first time, we're going to be watching along the last half an hour or so of every day's play. We also go pre and post live, bit of analysis, numbers, technical stuff. So if you're just tuning in, hit that like button. Let's push this stream out to a lot more people.
Yeah, the deep point, I understand. Ooh, I understand why Arvind, you would say it's useless. It's just the length he's getting wrong. I mean, if you're bowling it that short and wide, yeah,
Yeah.
doesn't matter who's your boundary rider. You're getting that ball away for a boundary. I like Akashdeep to Zach Crawley, to be honest. I would want to see Akashdeep bowl more to Zach Crawley. I feel like we will find a way to get Ben Duckett out, but we first need to. If we first open the floodgates with getting Zach Crawley's wicket, I think it should be okay. Dark Nemesis Vice Plus is opening the bowling. Apparently, the commentators were talking about how Siraj might have a niggle, which is why I think Prasid's opening and not Siraj. Although I would hope to see Siraj come into the attack very soon.
There's this a graphic of Akashdeep being pretty good to start off with. I think in 12 deliveries, he's already bowled 4 really good ones.
Yeah.
Something to watch out for. I think this Akashdeep Duckett matchup,
Yeah.
it's a nice one. A lot of news going around, especially with the send off that Duckett got. And then they made up for it today with another hug.
Oh yeah. Praatibh prediction perishes. PPP.
Does
Then-
it really though? I said that India will be
Oh yeah.
putting England in by the last hour today.
Oh, true.
India got all out. So yeah. My Gill prediction came wrong. Jaiswal was the one to get a century.
Guys, will you ever consider doing entire T20 match watch longs? Possibly.
Yeah.
During maybe the World Cup or like Asia Cup.
Final.
Yeah, we'll think about that. Abhimanyu Ishwaran on the field. I'm curious to know
Who's out?
for who,
I wonder if it's Karun with the
because of the
Finger.
lack of performance and confidence that he has right
So for people who are raving for Abhimanyu to get a chance, here's his chance. It's so sad.
now. I'm liking the field placements here by the runs. Here drying up the runs. Yeah, I agree. I think
yeah.
the field placements have been good. I think it's a lesson learned from the first innings where they don't want England to get off to a flyer. We say that it's 27 in 4.4 overs, so that's a flyer. I mean, that's a flying start, anyways. It's just Prasidh Krishna needs to get his line and length right. He's either getting his length wrong or the lines wrong, and he can't be doing that. If
Lord.
you know what's interesting, if Dilip Trophy Shami gets a lot of spells, is able to bowl a lot more overs, I think it's Prasidh Krishna's last international tour for a bit.
For a bit. Yeah, that's possible.
Because if Bumrah is getting rested for Asia Cup, he's coming back against West Indies at home, so he will play. Siraj will anyways play. You also have Akashdeep, 3 paces in your team, and you're also assuming Nitish Kumar Reddy will be back.
True.
And yeah, I don't see Prasidh Krishna's place in that home condition side.
Karan was disappointing in this series. Yes, I also think that we just had too many expectations from him.
But an average of 20 is even like below the average expectation.
especially when almost all Indian batters have scored
400 plus.
400 plus runs. Yeah, it's just crazy to think about.
That's the end of the over. By the end of a certain number of overs, England are 27 for no loss.
I think 5 overs. Yeah.
Yes, 5 overs. Sorry, the graphic wasn't being shown. The way it started, I expected India to bat all day. Yeah, true. I mean, I did want India to bat all day, but it's okay. I mean, we reached a target of 374. I don't think we could ask for more.
Yeah, I think India, something that India did well today was that, obviously, we will discuss this in post, but they never went into a shell. If anything, they were a lot more attacking than we might have actually seen for some parts of the series. So it was just very positive batting. And now, if we can replicate what we did with the ball in the first innings, I think that'll be the cherry on the cake.
Replicate it even like at a certain extent. Like it doesn't have to be the same level at which we were bowling, because like someone already said, the sun is out, the skies are clear. It's not as green as India's first innings with the ball, but if you can replicate it to an extent, it would be nice.
Yeah, even if we can get a wicket or two, that's like big confidence coming into tomorrow. Sir Prasidh is bowling. Yes, he is.
The roller would again be used tomorrow, right? Wonder how that would impact the game. I mean, it's been used before England has come out to bat, and it
Mm.
will be used tomorrow before England come out to bat. Do you believe in? Oh yeah. So I was gonna say something about. Oh yeah. Interestingly, the last time we played here, we won the match almost the same way. Where in the third innings or India's second innings, India India's opener scored 100,
Oh
and
yeah,
that opener was in this ground today. Rohit Sharma. He was the
Rohit
man of
Sharma.
the match of the match in that
That
game.
match.
Yeah. And so the trends seem similar, and we won that match, getting England all out early. Hopefully, we do the same here. See, the thing is, I don't think India has anything to worry about, even if England are 100 for no loss, because a wicket will cause a couple, right?
Yeah.
And with the target of 374,
We. That's
you're
a good
just
ball.
waiting for a wicket until things start to happen a little more.
Yeah, and something that if you'll observe in the last couple of days is that the middle session is the one that has proved to be helpful for the bowlers. Even today, India were cruising through that morning session. It was the middle session where they lost a bunch of wickets. That's also where the ball started doing a lot more. I don't know if it has something to do with the time of the day
Yeah.
or if it has something to do with the age of the ball. But in either case, it looks like that is the best session so far to be bowling in.
I think we're harsh on Prasid, to be honest. Prasid is also in his first tour and is finding his feet. Even Ishan didn't do well in his initial matches. We need to not criticize him a lot. I think the other way around. Ishan Sharma wasn't 29 when he came to England for the first time. Prasid Krishna is. I think Ishan Sharma was consistent with his line and lengths. A lot of criticism that Ishan Sharma faced was having to bowl different line and lengths that
Mm.
Ishan Sharma wasn't. He wasn't able to pitch it up. But consistency was never a problem with him, except that's what you get with Prasid Krishna. He's not as consistent, especially for someone who's made his first class debut 10 years ago. He's played 10 years. I mean, he's not played 10 years of.
That's a
Oh!
good ball. See, that's where Prasid needs to be because he already has genetics going for him. He already hits the deck hard enough. He gets good pace. He just needs
Yeah.
to pitch it in the right place.
Yeah. I mean, he's not played 10 years of 10 years worth of first class cricket. That's a
Yeah.
lot of matches. But for someone who made his first class debut in 2015,
Hmm.
he's still. The fact that we're saying he's still finding his feet in terms of being consistent as a fast bowler, that's the first thing you do as a fast bowler.
True.
So,
Especially if you're playing for India.
and yeah, and he's not like he's express pace.
Yeah.
That,
Prasid.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I
he's not
mean,
150
yeah,
plus
he's
for
not
you to say,
150.
yeah, it's fine. At least he has the pace.
Yeah. I think this has been a much better
Yeah,
over.
it's a beautiful over.
Yeah.
He just needs to finish it out well.
Exactly. And you can already see the difference it makes to just hit consistent
Yeah.
lines and lengths. And I won't be surprised if Duckett tries something a little different just to make sure that the scoreboard is ticking. This has been a characteristic with Bazball. And in fact, something they did even to throw Akashdeep off when he was bowling well to Duckett
Yeah.
in that first innings.
My man Prasid is so consistent in terms of economy, whether in Test or T20. Boy gives run at 6 runs per over. Yeah, that's quite unfortunate. I mean, now it's exactly 6 runs per over, 17 runs and 17 balls. Hopefully, he
True.
gets this.
Quick math. Oi!
God. I think that was another
Attempted.
attempt to bowl a Yorker,
Yeah.
but he gets it away, gets away with it, gets a dot ball. That's the end of 6 overs. The score is 27 for no loss. The pitch has become easy to bat. Has the pitch become easy to bat? No more green grass on the pitch.
Yeah, there was a graphic today how a lot of the pitch has just gone brown. And that's expected. Sun's beating down. It's day 3. You're coming to the close of day 3, in fact. So, pitch has settled down in that sense. It is easier to bat, but you will also start seeing more abnormalities
Yeah,
in
that's
terms of
true.
bounce now.
You know, interestingly, yesterday when India came out to bat, I think what 4 5 wickets in hand,
Mm.
4 wickets in hand.
Yeah.
India used a light roller, and I don't know who the commentators were. I think they were all shocked by the fact that India only had 4 wickets left, but
Mm.
you wouldn't want to have what happened in the first session that just crumble down. Yeah, that's what you get with light roller. I make a legendary appearance
Yeah.
after 20 days of disappointment. Fake name cry, World Cup kiddies. I think that's
Nice.
World Cup, if that's what you're trying to say. Akash Deep with his fourth over, running into bowl. I think he's bowled well so far.
That's a good ball. That's a good start to Kohli.
Continues to bowl well.
Mm.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see this over against Crawley. I think there is a wicket potential in this over. I'll call it early,
Yeah.
but I think there is. I'm not being optimistic. I think I'm being logical. But we'll find out.
Yeah, last over was a maiden. In baseball terms, pressure is building up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he needs to just be thereabouts and see if he can kind of seam the ball out, or possibly even just target Crawley's pads. Oh,
Oh, that was a
right on
beautiful
cue.
delivery.
Right on cue.
I think the fact that Akashdeep is so in tune with trying to make sure the ball is hitting the stumps, with that the ball can either seam in or
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
I think
Bounced a ton.
it's quite a bit. Yeah, Akash is looking good. Yeah, he does look good. I mean, he looked good
Mm.
even in the first innings until Duckett just blew him apart. But I'm telling you, if he gets a couple more balls to Crawley, I think there's a wicket brewing, lads. I think we can be optimistic about celebrating in this over.
Hey, Arvind's brought up a really nice point. Old saying, 3 maiden overs in a row. Ooh, you see, it's coming.
Oh,
It's coming, Cookie. It's coming.
God.
uh, what do we think? Yeah, especially with baseball, 3 maidens in a row is pressure on these English boys. Heck, I'll even go as far as saying that it's pressure on the current Indian boys as well because of how used to they are to scoring runs.
That was such an unnecessary shot. Rubbish. Didn't
That's what
pick
he
the
does.
line, didn't pick the length.
Mm.
I like how he thinks that the ball just skated on.
Oh.
That was an absolute disgusting shot. Even for someone like a Crawley who averages in the 30s after
Mm.
6,000 innings. Well
Prashant,
played that.
would the pitch help spin tomorrow? I think to some extent, at least the pitch is known to turn on day 4 and
Yeah,
5.
true.
Yeah.
I like how you all know the It's Coming Cookie reference. Good on you guys. Good on
Nice.
you for knowing Test cricket references. If you guys don't know, you should go watch a monomorphic spell to Alistair Cook.
Yeah.
Getting Alistair Cook out, that's some extraordinary spell. I feel Washi can be the key if inconsistent bounce starts, then Washi, with his I am release, can fool the batsman.
Possible. We.
Oh my
That's a
god.
that's a bit of a
Lads,
Jaffa.
I'm telling you, we have a potential probably wicket in the last ball. I don't want to get ahead of myself. I already did before the over, actually.
This is an insane over by Akash. That is right. Can we hit some likes? Can we get the likes up to
I
35?
thought you were saying that.
What?
And I thought that
Oh.
this is an insane over. And I thought that had no emotion behind
This is an
something.
insane over. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do what we've been doing since yesterday. Is that we'll go along with the runs and we'll
Yeah.
try and stay ahead
Oh, yeah, we'll try and stay
ahead of England. Yeah, we need to. Oh, not ending with the best delivery. That's 7 overs done. 27 for no loss.
And that's 2 consecutive maidens.
Exactly. Something to watch out for, Arvind. I think we'll get to test your theory in this very over or the next. Hopefully, it's a maiden.
Let's talk about our luck. The sun is out when England are batting. I think the sun was out even when I mean, I don't think. The sun was out when we were
Yeah.
batting. Oh, and that's Mohammad Siraj run giving his cap. Or
Hey, yo, Mohammad Siraj, official.
Barry, dude. You scared me yesterday with gone and wicket and all of that. And today you're here saying out.
Barry's just here for the lols.
It's good that Siraj is back in. It will be important for him to start off with the new ball. Start off well. Stick to his line and lengths. The man's bowled a brilliant couple of overs, actually a lot of overs. Gotten 4 wickets in the first innings. He just needs to continue that. If Pilander, Morkel, and Dale Steyn had to bowl to this baseball in these pitches, what would your predictions be? Who would be on top?
Damn, I don't think baseball would get too much.
Yeah,
I-
I think.
Unless all three of them were just off on a day.
Yeah, I think it'll be
Yeah.
the same way how Cummins, Stark, and Hazelwood bowl to the
Relentless.
baseball. Yeah.
Great ball first up. Let's see. That is a good
Oh,
start.
lovely start. Oh, that's a beautiful start from Siraj. It's good to see him start this way.
Mm.
He just needs to continue doing this. My man has so many things going on for him. He just needs to stick to that line and let the ball coming back in. Ben Duckett looking to cut the ball too close to his body. He was ever so close to chopping on to the stumps.
That was a lot closer than I first
Prasid
thought.
was getting in rhythm. Why remove him? Divyansh, yeah, that's true. But then you'd
Mm.
want a Siraj to come back as soon as possible. You'd want your best bowler to be bowling with the new ball as soon as you possibly can. But I agree with you. I think Prasid was getting Ah, good
Yeah. Oh,
lord.
that is an interesting field position.
Yeah, that is like mid square leg,
Yeah.
backward mid square leg.
Yeah, I think that's very strategically placed, possibly even for a surprise short ball.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Now that we're done batting, do you think the changes that were made were good, or should India have gone with extra pace? I think India should have still gone with an extra pacer
Yeah.
because we are a niggle away from Prasid or just two fast bowlers doing whatever. Uh, we are in for a disappointment. Yeah, Pratyush. Oh, that's not even your name. I apologize.
Pratyaksh. We.
That's a
That
half
is a good
volley
shot.
driven for a four straight drive. Yeah, it might be a good shot. It's also a terrible ball.
I actually don't mind that though. I think I appreciate Gill being ready to leave that open and
No, I mean, it's
encouraging
not
the batter to.
open I mean,
I
it's a
mean,
wide mid off.
it's
You wouldn't have.
it's too wide. It's almost like
Yeah, but
person's at like a
in the first couple of overs you would have, which is what surprised me when you said there's no mid off, but the wide mid off
not.
is
In my opinion, I think it should have been a lot more conventional
no.
because
This it
they want to
is
encourage the drive.
no no. This that's fair. I thought
Hmm.
the mid off mid on are conventional in
Oh
the
no no.
sense that
Do have a look.
no yeah I know like I know
Huh.
where the mid off is.
Ui.
Oh, what is that fielder? That's they still get a single. I don't know what
Yeah.
is the point of that fielder. Is he trying to cut off a single or a boundary or to take a catch? I don't think that's a catching position per se, but
We'll find out.
never say the word niggle slowly again. Oh, sorry. Oh, did I do that? I apologize.
You all just need to clear your minds.
Favorite cricket book? Oh, I have Mike Hussey's autobiography. We have read a lot of autobiographies. We have read a lot of books on cricket, but Mike Hussey's autobiography, I don't know. I do have it. But it's stuck to a lot of. Apparently, I did
That's how
not know
long it hasn't been moved in. That's football. Siraj is getting a slight bit of shape. Would expect that as well. Just want to see if the movement is pronounced, a lot more pronounced as the ball gets older. How many overs do we have left today?
We have about 17 overs left for the day.
Oh,
And with oh we have Praatibh's is back.
nice.
Goodness, appreciate that. I think okay, let's see. Oh,
We.
lovely. That's a good way to end. That's Zach Raleigh with a lot of dot balls. And that's what you would want Zach Raleigh to face. That's about 8 dot balls that he's faced so far. No signal, no signal matlab okay signal. अरे वो क्या रहा है? No signal. Surprised that Crawley didn't latch on to it. Surprised me as well. I think Zach Crawley has learned a little bit. He has a temperament of a 14-year-old where he can leave a couple. He surprises a few, but then he also okay. He has a temperament of Virat Kohli in the last few innings at Perth, not Perth, at Australia.
Sanjay Manjrekar, why did your career fail?
Is that equivalent to a temperament of a 14-year-old? I think so.
Mm-hmm.
We are not applying pressure like England did to us. I think we are. I think we're doing fine. We're doing okay. Oh, damn. Ben Duckett trying to play that to square leg. Quite a surprise, but this is the over where Ben Duckett will take it on. Don't be surprised if this is the over where Ben Duckett steps out or plays some reverse sweep or does the most, not reverse sweep, reverse scoop, plays the most obnoxious shot. But I feel like this is the over because 32 for no loss by the end of 8.1 is not, I mean, it's convincing, but they haven't really played a lot of convincing cricket apart from a couple of straight drives and just flicks behind square.
Yeah.
Akashi bowling extremely well. Maybe I think he needs to pitch it up a little bit.
Slightly, yeah.
They're short of good length.
I mean, a lot of wickets or a lot of times that he's dismissed Duckett is usually just a little fuller and it's coming into the pads. That is something he would try and replicate, obviously. But yeah, I take nothing away from Akashdeep. I think he's still bowled a brilliant spell so far.
Yeah.
And England have also not got too many runs in the last 4 overs. I think they've only got, 5, maybe 7 runs?
Watch this Akashi full toss that ends in a hit wicket. What is that prediction? Oh, interesting. They have a leg gully. It's a very interesting field. Two slips and a gully. I would like a third slip in there. But they
Mm.
have a leg gully, which means they do want Akashdeep to bowl a lot more straighter, which is also why you have a square leg and a long leg and a fine leg. And you have some weird fielder in between. I don't know, deep backward square, short, mid square. I don't know.
That fielder, right?
Yeah. It'd be a
Like a
deep backward.
deep backward square leg at 3/4
Yeah.
at 45. No, not 45.
Yeah.
45 meters. We
Oh, that was
ah
a good shot.
yeah, that's fine. But I think that is the ball just a little, just a hint to the offside.
Yeah. If you guys notice, Akashdeep went wider off the crease in this ball. Couple of reasons. He wants the ball to nip out after angling in, but also that he wants the ball to angle in, basically. I mean, he's fine with the shot. I don't think.
If anything, it was just a yeah, it's a beautiful shot for sure.
It's an on drive, Shrikant. It's an on drive. It's a beautiful on drive. Yes, but it is an on drive. Makes sense. He's bowling in swingers to duck it, so they have a leg slip. Yeah, that's I. They have a leg gully. Leg slip would be a little more closer.
Yeah,
But yeah, I don't think he's trying to bowl it in. He's trying to. Oh my god,
that should have been stopped.
that's a lot of power. Oh yeah, that will be stopped in the end. But yeah, that's I don't know who just said that. Oh yeah, Arvind, that's exactly what Akashdeep tried to do in that particular delivery. The big in swinger trying to make sure Duckett plays that particular shot and then gets bowled.
Lads, England has crossed us in likes once again.
Oh damn.
Jaddu would have stopped that every day of the week. Just not his day. That's not true. Go to 50 yet again.
True. It's very non-Jaddu like for him to feel at mid-on to begin with. It's
Mm.
not even a mid-on, it's a wide mid-on. 5 of the over, pressure gone. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. I think we're being too harsh. Boundaries will come regardless if you're baseball or not. I think it's still a good wicket to bat on. We just have to be patient. It's a game of. Oh. And that's yet another delivery that Zach Rowley faces that is a dot ball. There's a big thing coming. If Zach Rowley gets to face 4-5 deliveries, he's going to do something on the first delivery. We said it
Honestly,
here first.
I'm honestly surprised that they haven't gone for it yet, which also shows that they realize
Yeah.
that this is, you can't just go for it.
Has the pitch eased out, or should the ball get a bit more old to start acting up? I think
Bit
the
of
lacquer.
both.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think the lacquer needs to come off for the ball to do a bit more. But also, yeah, the pitch has become better to bat on. I mean, look at the sun beating
Yeah.
down. It's not as green as it used to be. Danny, what happened? What happened? Cookie comment jinxed.
It ain't coming.
All right, Siraj to Ben Duckett. We need to get Duckett out. I feel like we need to get Zach Rowley out to begin with. But if we get Duckett out first, then it's great. Sun's out. We need to control runs, then find wickets. I think India is doing a fine job. 37 for no loss by the end of 9 overs. Oh, yeah, we forgot to call runs and overs.
Mm.
But I think for now, India is doing a fine job. If you remove the couple of overs from Prasidh Krishna, I think it's okay. Siraj coming back into the attack. As long as he's used well, if he has a niggle, I think he needs to be really. The Shubman Gill needs to be careful with the way Siraj is used. But yeah, let's hope. Prasidh has bowled 5 maiden overs this entire series. Damn. It's interesting use of angles, no? If you think about it, both right arm fast bowlers put to duck it. Siraj comes over the wicket,
Mm.
and Akashdeep comes around the wicket.
Yeah.
They're trying different things, but essentially targeting the same kind of ploy in the sense that Siraj is still trying to hit the stumps, trying to get the outside edge of Ben Duckett, whereas Akashdeep is trying to bring the ball back in, but somewhere along the lines, if you ask him, he's still also trying to get the outside edge. He's trying to get the ball to nip out, which becomes a lot more difficult to face as a left-hander with the
Mm.
ball coming in. Very similar to how Sai Sudarshan got out, very similar to how Jadeja got out. That's what Akashdeep is essentially trying to do with angles. Oh my god, that's slashed. I think that's gone left of gully and not between slips and gully, but that's
Hmm.
gone for a 4. That's what you get slashing at it.
Yeah.
But this is essentially what Siraj is trying to do, get the outside edge. So, if anything,
Well done. The plan has worked.
yeah.
Almost. Yeah. Yeah, and you need to realize that because of the fact that Siraj is also swinging it in and moving it in, Duckett is subconsciously going to be shaping up for the ball that is coming in, because that is going to be an LBW candidate that is also going to make him potentially bold.
True
And
that.
so it also acts in a bluff kind of way to induce edges, outside
Yeah.
edges.
I feel like
That is well fielded.
Duckett, even though he's got 28 of 36 right now, I feel like he's a lot more fidgety than he was in the first innings.
Hmm.
There's just something about him that makes me feel like he's still uncomfortable. All right, 3 balls to Zach Crawley. I will be shocked. If this is a dot ball, I will be shocked if Zach Crawley doesn't do something outrageous in the second ball that he faces.
Step out.
Guys, I think my stream is behind. I'm watching from Canada. Your guys' reaction are like spoilers for me. Oh.
Oh, damn.
Well. Arvind, well. Oh, that's not Arvind.
Abhinav.
Abhinav.
Arvind says Akash has a great matchup with Duckett over the wicket.
Oh, lovely. Yeah,
Or
we have a dot ball, lads. I will be really shocked if Zach Crawley doesn't try something bizarre. If he doesn't, then we have grown up from 15 to 16, is what I'll say. The temperament range has gone up. And I will be impressed with Zach Crawley. I don't know how many dot balls are. It's 8, 9. I think this is 10th dot ball if I'm not wrong. What happened to my voice? 10th dot ball if I'm not wrong.
an in-swinger here would be nice. Let's see.
I think Crawley will try that front foot drive if the pressure builds enough. True. Betting my money on the next 2 balls.
Let's see.
We
Let's see.
don't bet.
Prasid's warming up, or was at least lifting his knee. Let's see.
Oh, another dot ball. There you go. Guys, chat. We have spoilers here. Oh, Zach Crawley is itching. I just know he's going to do something stupid. I just know he's going to get out very soon. Either this over or the next time he faces more than 3 deliveries, he's going to get out. I keep calling him getting out. I'll get it right in some point. Crawley going to try to step out. I think that's a
Possibly.
very go-to shot.
Yeah.
But let's see. Last ball off the over. Siraj bowling to Zach Crawley. I think the whole stadium expects Zach Crawley to do something. I'll be shocked if... Oh. That's the end of the 10th over. England are 42 for no loss by the end of 10 overs. Right.
India have done well to contain England so far. I think they've bowled pretty good lines.
Yeah.
Lens has been a bit of a mix. I wonder if Siraj, even on that last ball, just wanted to ball it a tad fuller and a tad towards off stump and then get it to nip in.
Sir.
What happened?
Moving forward, do you guys see Karun Nair continuing at the number 5 spot, or else will we see someone new and like... No, we will see Rishabh Pant at number 5. There's no new number 5. There's Rishabh Pant, and there's only Rishabh Pant. Get Rishabh Pant, drop Karun Nair, and then you have a good batting lineup.
Yeah, Sai is probably done enough for now to be retained at 3.
Yeah. Akashdeep gets a 5-over spell, bowls 1 maiden, gives 15 runs away. I thought that was a good spell from him. Prasid Krishna replacing Akashdeep. Oh, lovely delivery. That's swinging it out. Damn. Prasid, for him to get the ball to swing out, takes a lot of wrist action. So good on him for being able to do that.
Going against the natural flow too.
Once the swing comes in, it's going to get interesting if these two hold Hadrian's wall against the Indian pace attack. I don't know what Hadrian's wall means. I'm sure it's a very smart reference. We're just not smart enough. Considering how uncomfortable Crawley looks, it's a surprise he hasn't made a mistake. Oh, a lovely ball. It's good to see Prasid on it again. He's not taking his time to get into rhythm. But saying that, he has 4 more deliveries. And Yeah, I don't know about Ben Duckett. I can't really predict him as a batter, even though he's a
Hmm.
left-handed opening batter. Requesting both teams to finish the match tomorrow. My boss ain't giving me leave on Monday.
Valid.
Uh, He's an Indian. He'll make sure he gets a leave. I think it's supposed to rain quite a bit tomorrow. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant England. Oh, right.
Wee.
Oh,
Is he gone?
is that a wicket?
The slip cordon seem very
Wow.
excited.
I like
No
how,
one's gone up other than Gill, who seems, and Jurel.
man, it was a Jaffa. It was a Jaffa indeed. Getting the ball to move away from Ben Duckett is very, very impressive. Prasid Krishna coming around the wicket, something Akashdeep was doing, something Akashdeep was trying to do. In fact, get the ball to nip out. Oh, that was way away from the
Uh,
bat.
no bad there. Appeal, appeal, appeal. Hey, let's not have spam.
Gill seemed excited. Yeah, I think
Uh,
Gill was the only one who seemed excited.
Wee.
Oh.
Well, that is bounced a bit more, possibly, and hit Duckett flush in the glove. That looks nasty.
This series hasn't been the great of advertisement for gloves. Yeah, if you're a glove sponsorer or if you're sponsoring, like if you're this brand sponsor for, let's say, Karun Nair or even Shubman Gill, now Ben Duckett or Zach Crawley, Karun Nair, you guys aren't doing the best job, is what I'll tell you. Oh, that's a nasty blow. Extra bounce. A little extra. Oh, that's hit the tip of the gloves. That's painful. You know what happens? Especially when the ball hits your tips, your fingers suddenly go numb, but also very, very painful.
Uh,
You feel so many vibrations. It's such a weird feeling to explain. But oh yeah, great callback to EA Cricket 07 Praatibh. It looks nasty.
oh, that's where it's from. I was thinking that I've said this and it sounds familiar.
Gotta see Duckett go to attack and next ball just know it.
Hmm.
Yeah, Duckett looks so small in the same frame with Crawley. Doesn't he remind you of Hornswoggle? Not because of his stature, but just they look very similar.
The beard and like the
Yeah.
face. Yeah. Crawley is a bit of a giant. He's at like 6 feet 6 or something insane.
I think they might on average have the tallest slip cordon with Root, Brook, and Crawley.
Oh yeah.
And then you have Ben Duckett and Gully. I think he averages it up. Not height shaming here, lads.
Well, it's very evident what Ashwin's
To be
doing.
honest, Crawley is a giant. Yeah, Crawley is
Yeah,
a
he
giant.
is. Yeah.
I mean, I don't think this is Oompa
Oompa
Loompa.
Loompa.
I don't think this is a tactic to waste time. I think that looked nasty enough. Wait for Duckett's reverse sweep. I have taken a back seat.
Let's see.
I have, I think, become short in frame, but that's also because my body's decided to slowly give up. India 42 for no loss. Look at that. A man
Let's.
who scored a lot of runs in this series, another man
Hmm.
who scored 100 runs in this test match, and the
Two
first in
centuries.
frame. He's gone past 400 runs in this series, Yashasvi Jaiswal. I'm also hoping his average is now in the 50s
It
once
is 50
again.
plus.
Should be, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, time for jokes. Duckett has the white powder on his hand. The same powder supplied to Rabada in the WTC finals by him. Oh my. This
You
is
know, halfway through, I don't think Ashwin realized where it's going, and
I
he just
didn't
read
even
out the entire.
yeah, I didn't even realize by the end of it. I thought you were talking about so if you guys don't know, on a serious note, if you guys don't know what the white powder is, a lot of so it's like a cream. It's like a chalk powder
Yeah.
where it helps you not sweat a lot, and even if you do sweat, you still have grip with the bat on the bat while holding the bat. Gill coming with balls act. Arey? No, I think they're allowed to wait. How much time can they waste anyway? If we have, I think we are again playing till 12. Should
Looks a
be.
fit. Let us know. I think I saw Umang Jain. Yeah. You know,
Josh Tung, 19 wickets in this test series. Most wickets. And Siraj next. Siraj hopefully does go past him. You know, if we win this match, we have the highest scorer in the series. We have the highest wicket taker in the series. Yet, if we can't use it for deadlifts here, lol. Yeah, that's chalk.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's. I mean, you also get creams as chalk. We have it at home. It's very weird. I once tried to open it and splash on my face. Is this the story for you
Nice.
lot?
Sun gone.
They got a whole day. Even if they waste time, England has to chase 180 overs to score 350. Oh,
Yeah,
England has 180. Yeah.
yeah, true. Except I don't think England can bat 180 overs. Either way, this ends tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm hoping. That didn't look fast.
And let's see what the speed gun has to say.
Oh, we have Zach Rowley back on strike. We have one ball left for Zach Rowley to face. I think he'll defend it off. I think he'll take his time.
Hmm.
With this particular ball, I think it's if you give Zach Rowley a couple more balls, like couple of balls, where he gets few dot balls, that's when I feel like he'll be in trouble. Abey yaar, quick singles mat do. I don't think the Indian team wants to give, I think. But that was a single, that's okay. Oh yes, that's another dot ball to Zach Rowley. It's the end of 12 overs. England are 43 for no loss, and Zach Rowley is 13 of 26.
Crawley's under pressure, dude. He's not. He's done well to not do anything crazy yet.
Yeah.
But yeah,
He hasn't stepped out. He hasn't. If he does win this match for England, kudos to him.
correct.
I'll
His
yeah,
average will still be in the 30s.
true. I mean, so has KL Rahul's.
Yeah, Kale. Yeah, Kale is going to take a while, or probably never escape an
Yeah,
average of mid 30s.
true.
That's crazy.
What's your view on getting injury subs, not just for concussion? The Vokes injury was a serious disadvantage for England.
Yeah.
Like Rishabh Pant's injury in the first innings of the test match and the third test match.
Yeah, but I'm sure there should be, at least now, because it's happened to India and it's happened in the series multiple times, there will be some kind of discourse. I do remember someone in England's team in a press conference talking about how there might be some bending of rules. I
Yeah,
think it
Ben
might have been Ben
Stokes.
Stokes, yeah. But no, I think if you were trusting doctors with concussions, I think you can also take their word for when someone is seriously injured. Yeah.
Hinduism diversely. Dude, I forgot your name. Remind me of your name again. I know I asked you this yesterday, but I don't think I looked at the chat when you told me your name. I doubted Jaiswal. He proved me wrong. I like guys like you, where you are okay to admit you were wrong. Like us, we admit we are wrong more often than not. That's not true. Lovely stuff from Siraj. He bowled one almost like a tempter, the first delivery, brought it slightly in, as in brought his line slightly in, not straying down the leg side, but I feel like it's still too close to the leg stump. Rain is going to help India indeed. Any more rain gonna give the much needed moisture to this wicket, and it's gonna seem the same way it did in the initial 2 days. True.
I'm not sure if it'll seem the same way, but yeah, it'll definitely help India.
When will we see clean shaved Praatibh?
Um, I don't want to look like a kid, which I already do.
Two dot balls, and that's a single to Zach Rowley. All right. So we have three balls to Zach Rowley. For
Hmm.
someone who hasn't got a single run, I think in the last 12 deliveries is what I want to say. I'm not really counting. But yeah, this will be an interesting passage of play. If Siraj can get a dot ball against him, in one sentence he goes, player health is important, and then he says injury replacement shouldn't even be considered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was a bit stupid, but Ben Stokes is known to have outrageous takes.
I mean, I get where he's coming from. I think they can
Hmm.
bend the rules quite a bit. I mean, teams want to win, so they will
Yeah.
find some loophole in every rule, and I think that's like I understand where he's coming from,
Yeah.
but
But I think at the same time, it also becomes about. I think most rules, when they're first introduced, aren't perfect, anyways.
oh,
It will
that's
come down to iterations.
yeah,
That's
that's
another dot ball.
yeah to Zach Rowley. Lovely. This is going to be interesting.
Come on, DSP. Arrest Crawley.
Two more balls to Zach Rowley. Dude, I'm so tempted to say this is the wicket taking over, like I did the last time around.
It's nice to dream as an Indian fan, especially when baseball hasn't
Oh,
taken
yeah,
off.
Aaron. Right. I apologize. Aaron is your name.
Nice.
Because reading out your username might get us cancelled one day. So. Oh, that's a beautiful delivery, swinging it out. Zach Rowley, you know what? I feel like I'm gaining a little respect for him.
Not me.
He hasn't done anything stupid so far. He hasn't looked the best, but he hasn't thrown his wicket away, and he
Yeah.
hasn't looked like he's going to throw his wicket away.
Yeah, he's clearly put a price on his wicket,
Yeah.
which is nice to see from a test cricket perspective, but it's at the worst possible time from an Indian point of view. But
Wash
yeah.
is still getting ads during live. Really? We've turned it off. I don't know. Oh, you might. I have no idea. अभी तो क्या कर सकते हैं अब?
We.
Oh, that's the drive that you're looking for from Zach Raleigh. And the Indian team knows it. Like Siraj knows it. This is exactly what you're looking for. Pitching it up, playing it on the up. Feet go nowhere, head goes nowhere. It's only his bat and elbow that do the talking. More often than not, he gets those drives, but it's also. अरे
What happened?
इतना गुस्सा क्यों?
I wash.
Dude, I thought that was so weird. I'm going to rewind it in our stream. That damn the aggression. Oh hell, no, Ashwin trying to jinx. Why am I trying to jinx? That's exactly what happened. But this is exactly what the Indian team's waiting for for Zach Raleigh to play that lavish drive where he can get that where the Indian team can get. Damn, why does Siraj get so? Um, I'm sure he didn't get pissed, but that anger on his face.
We. Prasid's come back well in the second spell. I think so far, he's been a lot more hitting the right lines and lengths. Yeah, Crawley's back on strike. Let's see if Prasid can keep up the pressure.
Yeah, that's what is important for Prasid to keep up the pressure. Siraj moving like prime McGrath or Bumrah. Beach ball is out, guys. Let's go. Are out?
Oh, nice.
Beach. Are yaar. I thought there was some reference to Zach Raleigh.
I think it's going to come onto the pitch pretty soon.
Alright, Zach Raleigh gets 5 deliveries to face. If this is a dot ball, we've got an interesting time on our hands. Pressure released. Oh no. Is that a boundary? Is what you're saying? Oh. I mean, it's okay. That's a
That's okay.
single.
That's okay.
He still has the pressure. Zach Raleigh doesn't get off on singles. He gets off on boundaries. 5 opportunities. Now we need Crawley. We've moved past it up enough. Damn, we've moved past it. Zach Crawley's taken a single. Guys, I think we're being a bit too impatient in terms of wickets. All right. The pitch hasn't run really much. I think we've bowled well so far. We just got to wait for a bit and then wickets will follow. Like I said, even if they're 100 for no loss, it's okay. They still have 274 runs to chase. We just got to give ourselves time. We brought down the run rate a little bit.
We have, because England within the first 3 overs were like 20 odd. So to be fair, in the last 10-ish overs, we've only gone for 20-25 runs, which is normal test cricket. And honestly, it's going to be a game of patience here, at least till this day ends. Whoever cracks first here, if India crack first, England are going to capitalize. And if England crack first, India are going to get wickets.
Anirudh, officially 14 overs remain. 12 overs. 12.4 overs remaining. But we'll see if that's actually the case. It can't be 12.4, it'll be 12.3. After this ball, it'll be 12.2 overs.
Ooh. That's that.
Guess the outside edge. Guys who gets the call on the type of roller used during the start of the play and when it is used, the batting team. It's always the batting team. Jaffa Krishna needs to pull his line. Pull his line back? मतलब क्या होता है? Length, I'm assuming, is what you're saying. God damn, Ben Duckett's both feet are inside. This guy
does a lot of things. Damn. Shadow batting to hit that through mid wicket. Your middle pole might go flying.
Good question, Arvind. Right. I need to know what Arvind's question is. Arvind. Oh, the roller.
Yeah, and you use it before the start of the batting innings for that team.
What are your plans after this series? Are we going to watch you on the live or do you do this just on match days? Yeah, we usually only do this on match days. We'll be back for Asia Cup and then the Women's World Cup and then India versus West Indies and then...
We still will have the regular Monday, Tuesday and Friday videos going out. And possibly because it's going to be not much of an active cricket season for the next month.
Hey Karthik.
There will be some content, evergreen content, some stories possibly.
Evergreen.
We,
Oh,
that was a bit of a tempter.
what
That's
the?
poor fielding.
I mean, it's fine. You let. I don't think you let that go, but then Siraj just bowled the overs. That, you know what? That's what irritates me. I understand that Siraj and Prasid and Akash Deep want to talk to each other, but if you have just bowled an over, just go field at fine leg. Like, god damn, why are you fielding at covers or mid off? What the hell?
That's a 50 partnership at the end of 13 overs.
And the team score. The team scores.
Yeah, I think England's done well to not have lost a wicket because India has definitely looked better than that first bowling innings. They've used the new ball much better. They have created some sort of opportunity.
True.
Yeah.
We haven't got a 50 runs partnership, lads, with our likes. Go on. 44 likes, get six more likes, and we'll have 50. We don't know about a watch along during the Asia Cup. That is something we'll talk about.
Hmm.
And Asia Cup is T20, yes. It's just a whole build up to the T20 World Cup and to have India play Pakistan.
And we just have ICC tournaments each year till 2031.
Boys, India may not. No, India will play Asia Cup. I just don't know if they'll play against Pakistan.
Pakistan. Yeah.
Should they play? Is the question to be asked.
I mean, they. Let's see.
That's a good leave. That's a good ball. That's good cricket all round. I swear, every single time you say anyone has done well after any milestone, wickets just appear. Oh,
Let's see.
that's as in you're talking about us in general, as us, or see the
In
reason why
general.
GG more emphasizes on all rounders because the Indian tailenders are not able to contribute with the bat as compared to Aussie bowlers. How contribute with the bat as compared to Indian bowlers, right? Oh,
Yeah, but also you need to realize that playing these all rounders doesn't mean you compromise on bowling strength. Well, it has begun. Someone blocking the side screen, but Zach Crawley apologizes. Shubman Gill is all smiles.
amused. This always fascinates me from any team. When a batter stops for the side screen, the fielding team always has a laugh. But you would, as a batter, do the exact same thing.
100%. Damn, Shubman Gill's shining. He's slender, man.
It was very funny. I think it was before lunch where Jaiswal's hamstring
Oh,
pulled
yeah,
up a
yeah,
little
yeah.
bit, and
Crawley.
everyone started laughing. But I felt for Jaiswal who could hardly have a walk.
Yeah.
Well, this is the last over of the day. That's why, of course. That's a good drive to mid off, and
Whoop. Yeah, I'm back. Awesome.
is this the last over of the day? What makes you say that?
Ducket partnership in tests. That's actually pretty impressive. I did not expect that stat. They average almost 50.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I knew this also why a
Hmm.
lot of people were talking about maybe this is why they want Crawley because Crawley and
Hmm.
Duckett as partnerships have done
Honestly.
really well, have been one of the best opening pair in the last couple of years. That's why they don't want to remove Crawley.
It's a me ask. This is actually a really good question. Something no one's asked before. Can you explain what a side screen is?
Oh. So it's called a side screen to begin with. SIGHT.
Correct.
As a kid growing up, even I thought it was called side screen.
Yeah.
And then my dad made fun of me. So it's called a side screen because it's a screen that helps you sight the ball basically. So you see the white background behind that helps you as a batter see the ball. And so when you watch white ball cricket, you would see the side screen being black because of the contrast. You're able to see the ball very well. And the same way for when you see red ball, you see the side screen to be white. It helps you watch the ball clearly. Because if you didn't have a side screen and if you had the crowd behind, as a batter, you would lose the ball. Case in point is when fielders are dropping catches and they give an excuse of floodlights or they give an excuse of not being able to see the ball because of the crowd. Yeah, you can't do that as a batter. That becomes completely unfair. Hence, side screen. SIGHT, sight.
Hope that answers your question.
Deepika Hari asked an interesting question. I missed out on it. But we can find it. Oh yeah, just a question. Why does GG prefer all-rounders compared to specialist players who can do more?
This is a mystery that a lot of us have been trying to figure out. I think at the very crux of it, it is to serve as a batting cushion and batting depth for India. Because there seems to be a certain amount of lesser confidence in how Indian batters bat, especially
is that a wicket?
overseas.
Dude,
Have we?
Vijay, is that a wicket or are you saying, oh, that's a wicket?
Oh, let's
Oh,
go.
lovely stuff. We haven't seen the wicket in our stream, but you guys on chat are talking about a wicket.
Oh,
Oh, what a ball, what a Yorker, and that's where you get Siraj coming into this innings, getting Zach Raleigh out, who hasn't looked in the best of touches this innings. It was only about time since he does something outrageous, except Siraj pulls off an absolute blinder of a Yorker, where, yeah, Zach Raleigh just has no clue
Mm.
how to go about playing that ball. Bat and bat gap, picking the wrong line, and yeah, just a magnificent Yorker.
Yeah.
Very Bumrah esque, if you ask me.
To be fair, it's a wicket that's been coming for a while, especially with the dismissal, and you'll see how Crawley's bat was sort of going for a bit of a check drive kind of
Yeah.
shot. The pressure's been building. He was trying to release it, just missed it. All ends up. It's a great Yorker.
I don't think this is the last over of the day.
Yeah,
If
otherwise
not,
we would have.
oh,
Oh,
it
it
is
is.
Stumps. It
That
is
is
the
stumps.
last over of the day. We
Hmm.
apologize. What a way to end the day for the Indian team. 50 for 1, getting Zach Raleigh out. We kept with the chat talking about how Zach Raleigh's wicket is coming. And for Siraj to pull off that Yorker, what a way to end the day for the Indian team. It has been India's day all along, setting a target of 374. And
Yeah.
for Siraj to end the day with a wicket of Zach Raleigh, just goes to show that right now, India are certainly on top, and England are in a bit of pressure, especially with the batter shot. They are ideally 50 for 2. Jaiswal gets a good send off, not a send off, a walk off the field, leading the pack.
Yeah.
4.6 run rate
In
per
this
over
session, but
in this.
yeah, that also has to do with India
Oh
batting a
damn!
bit.
Today every session we scored more
Yeah,
than 4
yeah.
runs. Nicely set up for tomorrow. Lakarov might have overhead tomorrow morning. Yeah, that's true.
exactly.
With
There's a good chance there'll be good movement tomorrow. Seam and swing. Overhead
yeah,
conditions will help. The lacquer is coming off.
yeah.
Expect the ball to do a lot more, but yeah, India is going to be mighty pleased with this.
That's true. What a day of Test cricket it has been for an Indian fan's perspective. Guys, so you know the drill. We will go for a second, but you'll see a very interesting stat. Yesterday was about my international career. Today,
International
it's
career.
about Praatib's. So you'll see the stat. Doesn't mean when. No, I mean, we will come back to do
Yeah.
a whole post. Sorry, I
On
was so
this very
short.
live.
Yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
I was so short. A lot. I didn't realize. But anyway, we will come back. We'll do a post match. We'll talk about the positives, negatives, and all of that. Don't go anywhere. It's the same live.
Yeah.
Wait, if we draw the series, do we keep the trophy? I think we
We
should.
do. We retain it.
Yeah. All right. So, like I said, wait for a bit. We will be back. Until then, look at Pratib's interesting stat. All right. After reading Pratib's stat, it's only good that we are back to talk about what has gone about in today's race play. What, like we already talked about, what an
Mm-hmm.
end for
The
the
day's
Indian
play,
team.
yeah.
Yeah, 50 for one. I mean, in a scenario, it's probably 50 for two. I don't think Chris Wokes is going to walk into bat.
Yeah.
But what a way to end the day. Last over, the second last ball of the day. Siraj getting Zach Crawley out. The wicket was coming. But yeah, there's a lot to talk about. Hit that like button if you haven't already liked. We will talk about the positives, negatives, technical tidbits, a lot of interesting stats, and then we will chat with you guys. All right, let's before we get into the scorecard,
Mm-hmm.
let's talk about the pitch a little bit.
Well, the pitch has played interestingly. I think there is value for batters if
Yeah,
they get in, if they're able to get past that initial period. I think it's been a better batting day in some sense.
true.
Having said that, we also saw that the middle session is where a lot of the action is happening from a swing and seam perspective. Also about the ball itself, because I think the lacquer comes off, and coincidentally on both days it has been around the same time. Teams have found that middle session to be good. But apart from that, sun's also beating down. Teams
True.
been using rollers a fair bit, and the pitch seems to be deteriorating as well because we've seen a couple of bounce
Yeah.
and we've seen a couple of low ones as well. All in all, it's shaping up to be a good test match pitch and going into day 4 and 5, which we'll cover tomorrow as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, it seems like it's going to still have something for the bowlers to work with.
All right, then that's the verdict on the pitch. Let's go to the scorecard and let's just summarize what happened today.
Well, so no surprises. India yesterday 224 all out, and today when they came into bat, I think overnight they were 75 for 2, and from there, Akashdeep and Yashasvi Jaiswal putting on a 100-run stand, and eventually contributions even lower down the order, the likes of Jurel, Jadeja, everyone chipping in. India getting to 396, and Jaiswal of course getting an all-important century, 118 of 164. Boy, did he look good. More about him later. But yeah, in reply, England coming in, being put into bat in about the last hour and a half. They lost a wicket in what I would like to say was one of the last few overs, possibly the last over of the day. Crawley departs. England currently sitting at 50 for 1. We have a brilliant test match on our hands.
All right, then that's been the scorecard. Let's go to Merit and Brit, and these are positives for the day.
Cool. So just to regather, there has been a bunch of positives. Firstly, on Akash, Deep and Jaiswal coming out to bat. Now, there's been a lot of chatter around the role of the night watchman. There's been a lot of people who, for some reason, have not been in favor of India using a night watchman. They would have preferred Gill coming in. But today's knock is a reason enough to show why a night watchman can be so important. Firstly, for Akashdeep to come in yesterday, negotiate that small period, and to come in today morning, take the attack. He, of course, got lucky. So did Jaiswal. But from there, just the kind of pressure that he was able to put, more importantly, he was able to tire out the bowlers. And more importantly, he was putting a price on his wicket. Akashdeep was, of course, playing attacking cricket. He was putting off the bad balls away. But something more important is he was putting a price on his wicket. He was willing to defend. He was willing to leave the ball. And that was something that was really heartening to see because of all of the complaint and criticism we've had, especially with our tail. Maybe the key is to just promote these batters from the tail to number 4, give them some responsibility and see how it goes, because it has worked in case of Akashdeep, and this is not the first time. Even in Brisbane, he did show that gritty knock to help India avoid the follow-on. So that's great news for India. Now, secondly, on Yashasvi Jaiswal, uh, I think any superlatives to praise this century, given the context, given the little bit of pressure he was under, because he'd got a couple of 50s but had not been able to convert. He'd got a couple of ducks as well. And there were people who were going out of their way to even say or even question his spot. So for him to score this century is the hallmark of a really good player. This is what good players do. You can't keep them down for very long. I think Jaiswal was a lot more circumspect today when Akashdeep was taking the attack to the bowlers. He was ready to just be at the non-striker's end, just bide his time. And there was a nervous period around the 90s where Jaiswal was a little flashy. But apart from that, I think very compact innings, was a lot more circumspect, realized that he had to be there. He had to ensure that he was going big. And that's exactly what he did, eventually getting his 6th test century. Now, another small call out is to Jaiswal and Akashdeep's running between the wickets. I think it's the best I've seen Jaiswal run with anybody. There was a lot of decisiveness, which ensured that not only did we get good runs, but we were putting the fielders under pressure, the bowlers under pressure. That first session was near perfect for India. Uh, what else? We have Jurel accelerating. I think Jurel was also batting extremely well. And more importantly, when he came in and strung that partnership with Jaddu, Jurel was not just looking to block, he was looking to put away the bad balls. And there were quite a few of them, and he's put away almost every bad ball that he got. Eventually, he was dismissed around 30 odd, which I thought was a little unlucky because he just got a really good ball. But I think he did his job there, and for him to bat that way, especially when a break was around the corner, was good because England were getting a little lethargic, and he was able to capitalize. After that, of course, Jaddu contributions from Washi finally batting well with the tail, realizing that he needs to take the attack. And this is why it's also important for these players to just get game time, because you get put into these situations, which is very different from just having a simulation of the same thing. And that's where Washi shone. And with the ball, I think couple of things when India came onto the field. A couple of overs were not the best to start off from Prasidh, but when he came back, he bowled a really good spell. And Siraj and Akashdeep as well, right on the money, right from the get go. It makes such a big difference because we've England has faced about 13.5 overs and they've not got anywhere near 100. In the first innings, in 15 overs, England were 100. Here they're 50 for 1. And that just goes to show that hitting the right lines and lengths is still very important in Test cricket and it still keeps batters at bay. Also, shout out to Gill's captaincy to some extent, some interesting field positions. He was willing to have that deep fielder as well, despite having all the runs to play with. It's a good mix of an attacking field and also ensuring that unnecessary boundaries aren't going. So, all in all, I think it's been a really good day for India, and I'd like to think that they are sitting at top of this game right now.
All right, then that's been a lot of positives for the day. Let's talk about in splits versus Brits. I'm a little sick, so if you see my face all over the place, it's because of that. But I mean, someone's already brought this up. Let's talk about Jaiswal in this 90s. Yes, it's not his first 100, which is also why it was so interesting to see him so agitated and flustered in his 90s. But I think it's one of those hundreds that mean a lot to him because, yeah, people talking about his place in the squad, I never really understood that. But I think the way he started off in the series, and then there was a bit of a dip. He got a 50 in the second match. He got a 50 in the fourth match. In the third match, he failed both the innings, and then he failed in the first innings. And I think of this test match, and I think for Jaiswal to be able to get that 100 was very, very important for his own sake. But yeah, him being agitated in the 90s wasn't the best to look at. I'm just glad he got through it. But then we had a very interesting number 5 batter walk into bat. Who looked all out of sorts. He did not look like a test player, if I'm going to be very honest. And it wouldn't be a surprise if this is his last game for the Indian Test team. We have ended a lot of careers before, and we have always called it right. I'm not going to say this will be his last game, but I won't be surprised if this is his last game for the Indian team. Karun Nair, he just looked out of sorts. Even the ball that he got out short, there was an extra bounce, but he had no reason to actually play at it. The ball didn't do anything apart from that extra bounce, and he could have left that ball. Yeah, until that point, it almost felt like Karun Nair was trying to get out. It seemed like those few minutes before he got the 50 in the first innings, where he was playing all sorts of shots to possibly just find a way to get out and then nod his head, shake his head, be disappointed, and get back into the dressing room. It was just very, very poor from Karun Nair. And then talking about the captain himself, yeah, not something you would expect from him after, especially the first ball after lunch. It was just lack of concentration. He wasn't on it. You would never play a flick to that ball, period. And it is, and a lot of people talk about his weakness to the incoming delivery. I think he's shown the world in this series that he's negated most of it. But this wasn't even a weakness problem. This was just a lack of focus thing that he wasn't on it from the get go because he would never play a flick to that particular delivery. He would always play it straight. If anything, he would defend that ball. He would never try to play across the line so much. And as the Indian captain who scored 700 runs and more, it surprises me that he was out of focus. It could have turned around for India very quickly after that dismissal. India could have had a collapse. We're very, very lucky that we didn't, and a lot of batters got those runs. But yeah, it could have been a turning point in some sense, and you don't expect that from the Indian captain. And then when that's mostly it with the bat. After that, I think everyone did their job very well. Sundar taking on that short ball was nice to see after the first innings bashing that we gave him. But with the ball, like Praatibh said, Prasidh Krishna didn't start off great. It was first of all very surprising to see him start off with the new ball and not Mohammad Siraj. Someone in the comment section did say that he had a bit of a niggle. But Prasidh Krishna, yeah, in the first 3 overs gave away 17 runs. The third over was pretty good, but in the first 2 overs gave away a lot of runs. Now, the problem isn't him giving away runs. The problem is his consistency, and that's what's been bothering a lot of people with Prasidh Krishna. It's how inconsistent he is in terms of his line and lengths. You'll have to change the battery. So either it's him bowling down the leg, or he bowls a good delivery and then bowls it way outside the off stump, or then he bowls a very good delivery but then bowls a very short ball or bowls a half volley. So I think it's the inconsistency that's the problem with him. Of course, he did start bowling well after, but we say that a lot about these Indian fast bowlers, how they don't start off great and then they go on to do well. I just hope tomorrow when these guys come around, they all start off great. I will take a bit of time to change because you will now see Pratib's. All right, let's go to over the grit. Oh, you know what I could have done, but it's okay. You will see Pratibh stuck, but he will be back in. Are? Oh, I am in oh what a grit right now. Oh, you'll see Pratibh now. Oh, you still don't see Pratibh. You might just not see Pratibh today ever again.
Damn.
I don't know why his camera is not coming on, but so I'll continue with the segment. Oh, what a grit is basically moment of the day, and that's Akash Deep being dropped right after he was given out LBW. I think he was given out LBW, and then the next ball he was given out or not out, and then I don't know who took a review. Oh yeah, of course. I mean, yeah. So he was given not out. England took a review, and then the next ball, of course, why will Akash Deep take a review? And the next ball, he was dropped again by Zach Rowley. Very easy catchable height. A lot of drop catches, but I think that drop catch in particular was the moment of the day because not only did Akash Deep go to his first half century in Test cricket, but Akash Deep got runs. And so that just gave a cushion to a lot of the batters walking into bat and just helped the other batters like not worry about not worry about getting that big score because Akash Deep got 60 odd runs or 50 odd runs. All right, we will have to try out Pratib's camera once again, where again this is me, but we'll try out Pratib's camera. If it doesn't work, then I'll have to get up. Yeah, it's not. Now it should work. Wow, lovely. Pratib's camera has given up on him before I. Oh, we're back. Oh, thank God.
Let's go. It's good to be back. I felt like Karun and I are there for a few moments, as is also the case in the chat. Now, credit for the bit. I'd like to think that's the player of the day because Ashwin moments. We have a couple of players. Obviously, shout out to Mr. Yashasvi Jaiswal. He's also broken a fair amount of records today with the century he got. But I think reiterating the fact that Jaiswal is going to be generational, and I think that was on display today. It's no joke for a youngster. He's 23 years of age to be coming into Test cricket in England and getting 2 centuries. I think that's something that shows the kind of pedigree and the kind of talent he has, but also the mental resilience to be able to come back from multiple failures and to be able to play the kind of innings he did. Because let's face it, yesterday when Yashasvi Jaiswal was batting, he made it look extremely easy. He was going at a strike rate of 100, but today was a completely different style of batting where he had to dig in, he had to grind, he had to ensure that he was leaving deliveries. A lot of that, and most importantly for him at that age, to realize that he has to take this innings deep, he has to take the pressure off of the other batters coming in. I think that was superb. So for that reason, Jaiswal does become a player of the day. But also mention and a shout out to Akashdeep for the kind of not only bowling that he's been able to do, not only today, but in the series, but also his runs with the bat. It just took so much pressure off the new batters coming in because there is also going to be this. What happened?
Someone said Pratib's camera is Jesus. Because, and I think that's a fair description.
Nice. But yeah, so on Akashdeep, I mean, that's what it is, right? When you see your night watchman getting a 50 odd, it gives you confidence as a batting side because for players coming in when you know that the pitch could be a little tough to come in and score runs on, it just makes it that much easier mentally and it puts the team in a really good space. So that is why these two players are our players for the day.
All right, let's go to what I think would be quick wit in Brit. That is couple of stats, actually, couple of stats indeed.
Cool. So the first stat is on Akashdeep. Of course, this is the last time that an Indian night watchman scored 50 was Amit Mishra back in 2011. Incidentally, at the Oval, Amit Mishra scored 84 in that innings, and I remember watching that innings live. Now, 4 Indian batters at number 4 to score a 50. 4 people have done it since 2000. Akashdeep is the latest, and he joins Sachin Tendulkar, Virat Kohli, and Shubman Gill. That's quite the list. And if you go even beyond that, he ends up joining the likes of Vijay Hazare and many others. Visiting players to score a 50 and take a 10-wicket haul in a series in England since 2000, Shane Warne and now Akash Deep. That's quite the list. In fact, it's just two people. Six. This is Jaiswal's sixth ton. He now has the second most hundreds in test under the age of 23. He's only behind Graham Smith, who I think has 7. So that record also might be tumbling soon.
All right, let's go from quick wit and Brit to a very interesting technical tidbit, mostly to do with the mental aspect of the game, and that's with Yashasvi Jaiswal.
All right. So something that you'll see here, and something that you might have observed in the innings today that Jaiswal played, is that every time after a delivery was balled, after he'd finished playing the shot or after he'd finished leaving the delivery, this man would walk from the crease all the way up to almost square leg. He would walk those 20 yards. He would just be there and he would come back. All of this, of course, before the bowler made it back to his run up. But there's a reason that you're doing that as a batter, right? A lot of times, especially in the test format, because of the amount of concentration and focus it requires to bat long, and of course this is at test level, but at any level where you are playing days cricket, multi-day cricket that is, it becomes very important for the batter to focus when the bowler is coming into ball. That's called switching on. And when the bowler is finished bowling and maybe you just want to take a break from how much stress your mind is under, you'll just probably go away, or you'll just look at the field, or you'll undo your gloves and you'll try them back on. There are different ways in which different batters go about doing this, but that's basically called switching on. And switching on and switching off, surprisingly, is not something that a lot of people on comms talk about much anymore. I remember this being talked about a lot, and why it does become important for a batter to ensure they're switching off between deliveries so that it helps them retain focus for longer periods of time, which in turn helps them play longer innings. I think you'll see some great examples of Rahul Dravid from a 2011 series on switching on and switching off, ensuring that he's playing long innings. So yeah, this was on switching on and switching off.
All right, that's been the technical tidbit. Let's talk to the chat for a little bit before we go away. Naveen, it's a thing okay, fine. Oh, I like how a lot of you guys. What is the role of spinners tomorrow? Looks like no help for them given we have only 3 seamers.
I think there should still be something for the spinners to work with. And if nothing, I still think our spinners are good enough to work without just the spin. Especially if it's a scenario where, for example, if a Jaddu is bowling and he gets just one ball to spit off the pitch, that's already doubt in the batter's mind. And they are going to be looking to play for the straight ones, but then if one turns and
True.
vice versa.
All right, I had noticed Jaddu always holding his gloves with the non-strikers and wearing when he comes on to strike, something like that. It could be. I mean, that's a preference thing.
Yeah.
David Warner also used to remove his gloves. Sangakkara hated.
Yeah.
So this was talked about in comms. How Sangakkara hated when his non-striker removed the glove. I don't know what problem he had, but
Yeah.
that's just a preference thing. Suresh Raina did that a lot. Yeah, I think that just gives you, excuse me, time as a batter to settle in. So just wear your gloves to be calm, and then then you switch on.
The other aspect also is that sometimes these batters just sweat a lot and don't do anything about it, so they just want to remove the gloves every chance they get.
Guys, please bash Sai and Jurel for burning those reviews. Jurel's call was horrendous. He didn't even consult Jaddu.
Hmm. Having said that, okay, that was India's
Yeah.
last review, so
Yeah, true.
cool. Guru Jirel, you should not have taken that review. But yeah, I think in the heat of the moment it happens.
Damn, Sudarshan. Thank you so much for the super chat. This is for that beautiful final ball from Siraj.
I hope there are more such final balls from
Yeah,
Siraj and
if-
Sudarshan's on the chat.
Yeah, damn. Appreciate the super chat a lot. Just a little W for Sudarshan if you guys don't mind, because that's very sweet.
He's also got us a lot of stats. So shout out to Sudarshan.
Yeah, you guys should check out his Twitter account, which is
Our Sudarshan.
yeah, that's his Twitter handle. He talks a lot about cricket, a lot about stats, all the stats that a lot of sometimes that we show you guys. He gives it to us. Why Aussies and English bowlers? Oh damn, Shrikant, another super chat. Thank you so much. Siraj has to be the best DSP to ever play the game. To be honest, ek taraf Sai Muhammad or ek taraf Sai Krishna. Lines told by our captain. That's true,
Ek taraf
Shrikant.
se Mohammed, ek taraf se Krishna.
Uh,
Ashwin's added in another Sai.
to be fair, it's written Sai.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, thank you again for the super chat. Jaiswal, after scoring 100 in Australia and so the question was why Aussies and
Mhm.
England bowlers are able to contribute better with the bat than the Indian bowlers.
That's a good question. I think in India, firstly at the domestic level, you rarely have these bowlers bat or even batting practice. But even in the games, like your top order is just crunching so many runs
That's
that
true.
oftentimes teams are just declaring at like 600 for four. Obviously, that's an exaggeration, but that could be one of the reasons.
Word on Washi's batting, he averages 40 plus in his 20 odd innings,
Mm.
and that pull shot against Atkinson was insane.
Yeah, it was. It's been a bit of a double-edged sword for him, that pull slash hook shot, because there's times when twice in this series he's got out playing
True.
that, and today it just came off really well.
Yeah.
Um, as for a word on him, I think we all know that he is capable of batting in the top six. He's shown it. He's come in pressure situations and been
True.
able to do that. But something I'm more happy about is the fact that he's improved his bowling so much more, because that just makes him such a big asset for this Indian team.
Yeah, true. Only good thing about Dhruv Jurel out, the ball was 76 overs old. Still, there was banana swing. Yeah, that's true.
Mm,
I think that's the thing people are forgetting. As much as the ball gets older, there will be swing and seam,
yeah.
and yeah, that is something India should hope for tomorrow. And I think that's also why India has an advantage tomorrow. We'll take a couple more questions. My eyes are tearing up. Top knock from Washi. I and my friend were literally jumping. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
We were all
it was fun.
yeah. To be honest, baseball in America is like cricket in India. Oh, interesting. Aaron,
Yeah.
thanks for that insight. Yeah, we'll take one last. Guys, do you think Gigi should continue as coach or will Vivas Lakshman replace him? We'll make a video on this after the test series is done. We're so close for
For the
the end.
finish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just 2 more days,
We'll probably make it for this Friday.
possibly. Yeah. All right, we'll take one last question before we end this very long live, yet another long watch long. What's moving forward for Jurel? That's a very good question.
Um, Srikanth.
Damn, Shrikant, thank you so much for the super chat once again. Not generous man today. One more super chat for the latest Bumrah video and the research which went into not many appreciated it, and I think it's one of your best works.
Hey,
Damn.
damn. Thank you so much. That actually means a lot.
Yeah, that's also because we also thought it was one of our best works, and
True.
damn,
Whoa.
Arvind, thank you so much for the super chat. DSP finally arrested the. Very nice. This,
Nice.
Arvind, well done. The reference to 14-year-old temperament. If you guys don't know, I talked about how Zach Rowley's temperament is comparable to Virat Kohli's last few years, and
This is
also a
what we like
14
to see.
and also a 14-year-old. And
Yeah.
so this is where you. But thanks, Srikant. Thanks for the super chat. If you guys haven't watched the latest video,
Yeah. Definitely give it a watch. There's a bunch we've covered actually. We've talked about spells, compared Bumrah Siraj, where all of the media narratives are coming from, and just very technical, talking about not only their spells and the sizes, but the kind of breaks they've got and what the workload looks like.
yeah, that's true. Damn, Akash Deep's half century knock in the second innings was something we didn't know we as Indian fans needed to see. Yeah, that's
Oh,
true.
that's true.
A lot.
Yeah. It's moments like these that like really bring back a lot of love for Test cricket for
Yeah.
people who imagine just tuning in after very long and you see Akash Deep getting that in. That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's true. We got the latest comment on that Bumrah video, by the way, is someone who's actually English, and he rates Bumrah as the best fast bowler of the last 10 years. Special players deserve special treatment, is what he
Mm.
says.
Fair
Yeah, but
shout.
that's true, Shrikant. Now that you said that, we haven't got a lot of views on that video. 8.9 video, the video is dead.
Hopefully it climbs. You all can probably help us by just like engaging with that video,
Yeah,
sharing it around.
Yeah, watching the video, hyping that video up. Akash Deep's second highest score of 53 not out of 18 is even more nuts, to
Oh,
be
that's
honest.
the first class knock that he played.
Yeah. So
That's
you-
quite a scorecard.
Yeah, true.
You know, almost everyone in that scorecard's like crossed 50.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
I had gotten 10 play cards today from client at Google. That's right. That's why you're a generous man. All right. Pitch is doing a bit odd. Balls are misbehaving, but whether spin will come into play tomorrow, maybe, I don't know.
Should, like, even if it's not in the capacity of taking wickets, I think if England are going for it and you just want to change, you just want to give your fast bowlers some rest, because remember that India just has 3 fast bowlers.
True.
So it can become long work and spin will have some role to play.
Yeah. Guys, Indian fast bowlers not batting more related to the background. Do you think most of them don't even have a kit when they're playing in the early days? Oh yeah, that's
Ooh,
very true.
interesting.
Yeah, what a dip in
Yeah.
views that was. Something happened.
Maybe it's just a glitch, I hope. But we just lost 50 viewers in a second.
Oh yeah, you guys missed Jaddu's record set today. I think he becomes the 5th batter as a number 6 batter to cross more than 500 runs, something like that.
Damn.
But yeah, I think that's what it is. All right, this has been our lives. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you guys tomorrow at 2:45. Tomorrow should be the last day if things work out the way it
Yeah.
will for the Indian team. So yeah,
Yeah.
see you guys. Oh yeah, it is a glitch because we're back at 123
Oh, thank
viewers.
God. Damn, what
Yeah.
if it's just been a glitch all along and we've been getting more viewers?
6,000 viewers.
Not happening.
All right. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. We do appreciate all the support that you guys give us. Thank you so much for the super chats today, which was quite a surprise. But yeah,
Appreciate it.
always. I mean, even if you guys don't give super chats, we still appreciate you. I'm just like the super chat is just like a bonus. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. All that good stuff. We have a video coming out on Monday and Tuesday and Friday. So yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys at 2:45 tomorrow. Peace.